Nothing says I'm watching this against my will like a film reel countdown. I didn't know Coronet made prog rock music videos. Oh, it's Party City after dark. This is the second edition because they added a warning about violence related to wearing Alf costumes. Oh, great, this movie already called the cops. Hey, what gives? These costumes aren't licensed by Disney. Where's Iron Man and Kylo Ren?
Halloween is really a special time, isn't it?
It was until you said that.
Especially for me. You can see why if you know who I am. Look up a little. That's me, a jack-o'-lantern. At Halloween time every year, I sit up here and watch everybody go by. It's a nice and scary time, isn't it? All those wonderful costumes and masks and makeup.
And guar gum.
I think about how much fun Halloween is. I also worry a little bit about the things that can spoil the fun of Halloween.
Like fundamentalism.
Those kinds of things scare me too, but in a different way. For instance, look next door. That's where Corey lives.
Corey, have you got that pumpkin ready yet?
Corey's going to carve a pumpkin with her dad.
Let's hope it goes better than last year.
50 pounds.
That's a big one. It probably weighs close to that.
Probably.
Fat shaming the pumpkin is not necessary or cool.
Get the paper straightened out.
How's that?
That's fine. Have you decided what kind of face you're going to make on it yet?
A happy face.
I'll do that.
Why so
Now,
serious?
a pumpkin's not easy to carve. I know that. You need the proper tools. But first you have to draw a face that you can carve. Corey's doing that.
Be sure not to innovate or experiment, kids.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can cut the top off now.
Then you cut the top off so you can scoop out the insides.
Graphic.
It takes a sharp knife. And you know sharp knives can be dangerous if they're not used right. I'm glad that Corey's father is helping her. It's much safer that way.
Oops, I cut my hand off.
Eager to get inside?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull that off.
Oh, it's like watching Bone Tomahawk.
You ever seen the inside of a pumpkin before?
Yeah. Not that way.
Okay, now comes the fun part. Gotta start cleaning it out.
How are you okay with this?
Getting my inside scooped out tickles me. It'd tickle you too, if you were a pumpkin.
Yeah, disembowelment kinda tickles.
So far it's been fun. But look at Corey's hand. Kinda gooey, isn't it? Corey is going to carve the face with a small knife. Can you imagine how that knife could slip and maybe cut her?
What? It could totally happen.
I hope Corey will do the safe thing.
You can wash off the viscera, but not the guilt.
Good, that's a lot better. A clean, dry hand can hold a knife safely, and cut with it safely too. Cut slowly, carefully, in small slices, and always cut away from yourself.
And toward your enemies.
Make sure there's an adult, or someone a lot older than you, who can help you if you need help. That's the safe way to carve a pumpkin. I'm glad Corey isn't going to spoil her Halloween fun. Carve carefully. That's one way to have a Halloween that's fun and safe.
For humans, anyway.
But what about having a candle burning inside your pumpkin? Well, I'm sitting on brick. But a candle and a pumpkin on a wooden porch might not be safe at all. A flashlight could be a lot safer then. But it's best to stay away from lighted candles that are inside or outside of jack-o'-lanterns. You know why.
Because of Gehenna?
Well, not everybody carves a pumpkin on Halloween, but just about everybody does dress up in a costume. For instance, look across the street there.
The Watergate Hotel?
Do you see what I see?
I see Osimo.
That robot is Jeremy in his costume.
Really? I thought it was the latest biomimetic prototype from MIT. But it's a kid in a costume, you say?
Oh, Jessica, it's you. How do you like my costume? You look great.
Are you humoring
Well,
me?
it may look great from the outside, but from the inside, things don't look very good at all. Jeremy can't see very well with his robot head on, and I don't think the rest of his costume lets him walk very well. He can't bend his knees.
Oil can.
How are you gonna
Oil
walk in this?
can.
I don't know.
Careful there, Anthony Daniels.
It's hard for Jeremy to keep his balance. If Jeremy went out like that, he might keep losing his balance all the time. He might fall down just anywhere, and probably everywhere. Sidewalks hurt you when you fall on them, and so do streets. And streets are especially dangerous to fall down
Try
on.
falling on boulevards instead.
Jeremy has to be able to walk better if he doesn't want to spoil his Halloween fun. There, that's better.
Great, but I still have to
Costume
pee.
shouldn't make you trip or fall. That's not safe. It should be easy for you to move in your costume. And you have to be able to see where you're going.
Look, Jessica.
A mask that makes it hard to see could get you into all kinds of trouble. There, that's much better.
Hey, now we can see in VistaVision.
Jeremy can see well now and move safely in his costume too.
Still a dork, but a safe dork.
Oh, but look at Jessica. She can't see much with her mask on.
Move now to steal her iPod.
It's too big for me.
A monster needs an ugly face. But does it have to be a mask?
Not for Steve Buscemi.
Makeup can be just as good, and it's always just the right size for you. Just don't get it in your eyes.
Hire Rick Baker if you can. Or Greg Nicotero, or
If you're not
Tom
too good
Savini.
at putting on makeup, get an adult to help you. Make sure your mask and costume let you see well and walk well, and they won't spoil your fun on Halloween. Of course, the reason you get all dressed up at Halloween is so you can have fun going trick-or-treating.
Scoring pennies and gospel tracks. I am woman, hear me, grrr.
And I like to see all the children out in their costumes. But when I see them, I always hope they don't forget all they know about crossing streets safely. And I hope you don't either. That's especially important when drivers can't see you well. And for you to see the cars well, it's a good idea to take off your mask when you cross.
Wait, who are you people?
Even though it may not be night yet, it's dark enough to make things outdoors hard to see. You and the cars. It makes me so happy when I see children look to their left for cars, then right for cars,
Then up for asteroids.
then left again before they cross.
I can think of no better way to honor the Christian
You
martyrs.
mustn't forget all the safety rules you know on Halloween, and especially because it's dark. It's safest not to cross between parked cars. That can be very dangerous.
Here's how to do it.
And don't cut across yards or empty lots. When it's dark, you can't see what's there.
Hey, free Halloween glass.
Remembering safety rules is very important on Halloween. There's something else that can help keep you safe outside when it's dark. You'll see right away.
Is it Batman? I bet it's Batman.
Yes, just as I thought. They're coming up my walk now. The people who live in my house like to take pictures of the children who come by.
They won't let a court order spoil their fun.
Okay, we're gonna take a picture for a treat too. Everybody smile.
Say Exhibit A.
Now you'll see what there is about their costumes that makes it easier for drivers to see them when it's dark.
Their garish hideousness.
Do you see how easy it is to see the bright colors in the costumes? Bright colors are easier to see at night than dark colors are. But there's something else. Some parts seem to glow from the camera flash. That's how those parts will look when car headlights shine on them.
It makes for a truly festive hit and run.
Those are just pieces of special tape that reflect light very well. You can put tape like that on your costume and on your trick-or-treat bag.
And on your neighbor's
Some
cat,
costumes
whatever.
already have reflecting material on them. Making your costume and your bag easy to see makes you easy to see. And that's a good way to help make Halloween safe. The safer Halloween is, the more fun it is, for you and for me. That's what I think.
That's Allstate
But
stand.
some people have a strange idea of fun. They think it's fun to mess up other people's things with paint.
Uh-oh, they're calling out Banksy.
They don't think about how the people feel whose things are ruined.
I can't even right now. Gosh.
And some people think it's fun to throw things at cars and houses and buildings.
And street performers and Caesar salads.
But the people whose things they're messing up don't. I don't either. It isn't fun to spoil other people's things and make them unhappy. Some people even think it's fun to smash pumpkins.
Billy Corgan, no!
Oh no, that's not fun. Not for all the people who work so hard carving pumpkins, and especially not for us pumpkins.
I mean, you're welcome to scoop out my entrails, but I gotta draw the line somewhere.
Whew, wow, that was close. Some people don't know what fun really is. I do, and I'll bet you do too.
I need an adult.
And I know they do. Trick-or-treating is always fun. But there are some things you should remember to help keep it fun. One thing is to always go out with friends. And have an adult come along, too. Don't ever trick-or-treat alone.
You'll need someone to trade all your good and plenties to.
And if someone you don't know very well invites you in,
Bring some cognac.
Would you like to come in? I have more treats inside.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
that's right. Say, no thanks.
And TP their house at your convenience.
And don't eat the treats while you're collecting them. Stay in your own neighborhood. Don't get too far from home.
In fact, maybe just stay in bed.
Don't worry, you'll collect enough treats.
They're at Trumpy's house.
People are expecting you. And even if you don't stop at houses with no outside lights on, which you shouldn't, you'll have a wonderful time at Halloween.
Pope Gregory III will be proud of you.
Some of you will probably still be out when it's really dark. That's when flashlights are an especially good idea. To help you watch out for places you might fall or stumble over if you didn't see them. But remember, don't shine those flashlights into anybody's eyes, especially a driver's eyes. That could be dangerous.
I'm revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night.
It isn't hard to have a safe Halloween.
So the problem must be you.
Just look how easy it is to see those children when they cross. They wouldn't want an accident to spoil their Halloween fun. I wouldn't want that to happen either.
So let's explore several scenarios of things I wouldn't want to happen.
Trick-or-treating is almost over this Halloween for Corey and Jessica and Jeremy. It's almost time for them to head for home.
Or to their church's harvest party.
But what do you do with all the treats you've collected? A lot of them are things to eat, of course. But you don't eat them all. At least not right away. That's for sure.
Especially not the gross taffy.
And there might be some you won't want to eat at all. Get a grown-up to help you decide. Or at least someone a lot older than you. You see, some people think it's fun to play tricks with your treats.
It's a real thing, like voter fraud.
Watch out for candy wrappers that have been torn or punctured. That might be a sign of tampering.
By gremlins.
There might be things in the candy, so break open candy bars before you eat them. Cut fruit into pieces before you eat it, just in case something's been stuck in it.
Somebody put seeds in this apple.
Watch out for things that look like candy, but might be medicines or drugs, or even poisons.
It's a Tic Tac.
Don't eat anything that doesn't look right. If it looks funny, it might not be so funny if you ate it.
You can just donate it to the food bank.
Treats are so much fun to collect. It'd be awful to have them spoil your Halloween fun by making you sick. Corey's treats won't make her sick, and I hope yours won't make you sick either. I hope you can have the most fun you've ever had this Halloween.
Just follow these 74 simple
Halloween
rules
can
and
be a scary
prohibitions.
time. Not because of witches or ghosts that we know aren't real, but because of real things that can spoil our fun.
Like fun-sized candy.
Just remember these few important things I've told you about. Carve your pumpkin carefully.
Ruin a pumpkin.
Make sure that you can see.
Ruin your costume.
And make sure people can see you.
Ruin their evening.
Remember all your safety rules. And take off your mask when you cross a street.
Ruin your mystique.
Trick or treat!
Trick or treat in your own neighborhood. And don't keep any treats that don't look right.
Ruin your stash.
If you can do all that, then you won't have to worry about scary, real things happening on Halloween, right? Right.
It's the soul of a martyred saint. Run! Oh, he literally blew out his candle. All right, now tell me how to have a safe Arbor Day.
Have a fun and a safe Halloween.
Don't tell me what to do.
Getting my inside scoop out tickles me.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy my videos, there are two major ways you can support me. Please subscribe to my channel and like and share Fun with Shorts videos. And please consider a small pledge to my Patreon campaign, where you can see new riffs first and get exclusive patron-only videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.